Good morning and welcome to the next chapter of my life. I was gonna sit down and do this, but I think I'm just gonna stay standing and talk to you guys a little bit. So the last time you guys saw me in this kind of setting was while I was at Stony Brook University. So I'm back at school, and honestly, it didn't really hit me the fact that I was going back to school until my first lecture. My arms are gonna hurt. But basically, I'd been here since about last week, and lectures started about last week. Well, not last week, this week. And yeah, my first lecture was on Wednesday. My first 4-hour lecture, that is. And I was gonna cry. So basically, I got into class. We had 3 breaks, about 5-minute breaks each, just so that we could use the restroom if we needed to use the restroom. And this professor, I don't know, I felt like he was a little bit too heartless. The way that he was writing notes, dots and dashes, but he was writing dots and dashes on the board, and he was saying another thing. So him writing notes on the board was easy. Like, you could just keep putting dots and dashes. But for us who were trying to take notes, like, it was like, we can't write dots and dashes in our notebooks. We need to write words down so that we can understand them later on when we go home. By the end of the lecture, I honestly understood probably 20% of the information. The other 80% I knew that I had to go somewhere else to look for the information, because I didn't know where they were coming from, and I'd never had like classes like that before. But it was so funny. Like, during the first break, the person next to me turns to me, and I swear he was gonna cry too. He basically said, "Oh my God, like, am I the only one that's lost?" And I said, "Oh my gosh, honey, no, you're not. Like, I'm lost too. I'm pretty sure there are other people in this class that are lost." And well, let me give you guys a little bit of background of me. I have my BSME from Stony Brook. That is Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. I got that in 2017. So it's been about almost 2 years, 1.5 to be exact, since I've been like in school. And honestly, being frank with you guys, I never thought I would end up back in an institution. Never. Like, I worked so hard in university, and it's just heartbreaking that I have to go through this again, because what the hell? Like, I expected to have a job by the time I graduated. I couldn't secure one because, I don't know, I guess my citizenship, the fact that I was in a field where men were mainly dominated, the fact that I look like this, if you understand, you understand, my skin color. What else? And the fact that I have no internships. Maybe I said that already. So yeah, I feel like all those like added up to the fact that I wasn't able to get a job. So I'm back in school. And this time, by the time I graduate, by the end of all of this, I had promised myself that I will have a job. This is no time for fooling around, okay? Like, I'm here for business. Probably not gonna have any social life for the next year or 2, but that's okay with me. Hopefully that's okay with you guys too. But yeah, like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So ridiculous. But anyway, back into the class story. So the guy was telling me that he had a BSCE, Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering, And I told him that like my own background, and he kind of like calmed down a little. And then he mentioned that he was in, like, it's been like 6 years since he's been out of school, which is kind of crazy. But I feel like if we were accepted into this university, it was for a reason. So as long as you can just buckle down, stay calm, like everything will work out at the end. Everything has to work out at the end, unless you're fooling around and you're not taking things seriously. But anyway, we got through the class. The professor was smiling, telling stupid jokes. So stupid. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember any because they're so stupid. But then he basically said that we had homework at the end. He said it's been uploaded for about a week now. I'm like, and yeah, that the homework was going to be extremely hard. It's like, you're so evil. And also that the homework included coding. Oh my gosh, just like continuous stabs in the heart. Like, oh my gosh, I know nothing about coding, okay? Or like the main part of coding, like C, C++, Python, all that kind of stuff. As a mechanical engineering, it wasn't required. It wasn't even in our curriculum, so I didn't learn any of that. But I mean, I've done a little bit of like homework myself. I've gone online like and tried to learn a bit of Python, so I have a like basic understanding of it, but I still have a lot more to learn. But anyway, I went home and the lecture slides were posted. He didn't go over lecture slides. He went off things off his mind in class, so he was just writing things down so quickly. But the lecture slides were posted, and these were like textbook pages. There was literally about 66 of them. I was oh my gosh, I had to just do some like namaste and I'd say to myself that everything was gonna be okay. And my plan was to go over it and do some research of my own, a lot of research of my own, and try to just catch myself up. And then we received an email from the professor like an hour later. I guess students were complaining that like they came from a totally different background, not like background from this university. They didn't do their undergrad here, so they didn't understand a lot of symbols that was being used in the class. So he went ahead and posted another lecture slide, basically from his previous class, like the entire lecture notes from his previous class. The lecture he posted was about 99 pages long. Oh my gosh, there's about 4 chapters in there. And luckily I've already started. Classes began Wednesday. I had the class on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, and I am on page 30 of the first lecture. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of work to do. It's kind of just, But anyway, I believe I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'm gonna study and I'm gonna be okay. But anyway, I decided to pick up my camera today because it's my 4th orientation and I haven't vlogged or showed you guys anything about this university, and I thought to myself, why not? There's probably people out there wondering like what this university looks like, or maybe there's someone in a boat like mine who's transferring from like a BSME to a master's in ECE, electrical and computer engineering. And so maybe this video or like this next chapter in my life might help somebody else. So I've decided that I'm gonna start vlogging here and there. I'll probably also include, there's a bee, include my study sessions like amongst myself, just to educate some of you guys out there that might want to be educated, and also for myself, just something that I can look back on and maybe like ask myself, what was this class about? And I can turn to this and like, oh yeah, that's exactly what this class is about. But I'm not looking forward to today. It's our 4th orientation, and it's from 9 a.m. I think it's 9 a.m. right now. I'm gonna be late. Who cares? It's from 9 a.m. to almost 9 p.m. And my roommate's walking back. I mean my housemate. And yeah, I just have a lot of studying to do from now on till like the next class, which is on Wednesday, that ECE. Did I mention the name of the class? It's called ECE 606, Algorithms and Designs. It like contains discrete math, propositional type of math, and like logic. I'm probably gonna show you guys more in-depth notes later on. So you, like I said, you guys can learn, I can learn, we can be Gucci. And yeah, I had another class Friday, ECE 650. It was it's a software class, software tools class. To be honest, I like that class. He was kind, you know. He gave us about an hour spiel of what the class was going to be about, his background and stuff like that, and he let us go. It's like, oh my god, thank you. I need this time to study for the other class. So I'm registered for 3 classes. A lot of the professors and like advisors have been telling me to take 2. I might bring it down to 2 just because I need to learn how to code on my own, and this is like the prime time to do that. So I'm gonna see what my last class Monday looks like and then decide. Maybe I might drop ECE 606. Maybe I might not, because I feel like that is a useful class. So I'll keep you guys updated. We're to orientation right now. My camera is dying too. So yeah, I think I did forget a few things. I was gonna mention that I have been vlogging. A New York vlog is coming out before this one. And that's all I can remember for now. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. I'm at orientation. I mentioned that I was going to try and introduce Emmanuel to the vlog, but he's behind the camera right now and he's doing too much shakara. Way too much. But I haven't been able to like pick up my camera earlier. Are you coming?
No. I'm enjoying.
I'm good to expose you. But yeah, I haven't been able to pick up my camera because there's just been a lot of information. There have been speakers and the crowd here is just very different, so it's kind of very awkward for me to pick up my camera and vlog. But we had like speakers, and then we had 4 concurrent block sessions where we got information about the university, very useful information. So I might sit down and talk about that later on in my room. But right now we are at the last event. It's like a networking type of event. It's called Grad House. There's free food, there's people of course, and there seems to be live music. I'll show you guys around in just a second. Actually, I'll show you around right now. I think I'm done talking. Let's go. So there's live music over there. Do you see the band? Yeah. And yeah, this is part of the campus. The campus is so beautiful, to be honest. And this is where the event is being held. That's Emmanuel, the Docas. But yeah.